I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. If I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
44 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. On first down, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Charles first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just
touchdown. That's caught. Dwayne Eskridge, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Anderson. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to have a third down. Here's Hines. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Anderson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Anderson. He's going to look deep for more. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 3rd down, Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is Hines. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw. Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Off-play action. Anderson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 81 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Anderson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Anderson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now a dump off here complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Anderson on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hines. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now Anderson to throw on 2nd down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
And this is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Anderson now looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by one more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Smith to return it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here's Smith to return it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room, But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Flush to his right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Panthers 14. Jack Fox sets to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21,
They run again with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give running left is Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Being chased out left.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down.
escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Breida, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Breida on the draw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Go. Mike 34. Mike 34. Double 36 power. That's the way. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. You don't want none. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Tempo.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Extra point safely through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Anderson. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll roll him out right. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hines. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Anderson. Space to run past the 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Anderson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense.
Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.